Hey builders, nice to see you back again. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you do so before or after watching this video. So welcome back. My name is Simone. I am here to help you level up in the construction world. So today's video is a super duper important one. So we all want to go take the exam, but there are steps that you have to go through in order to schedule that exam. So today's video will be all about how to register floridaexams.com so that you can schedule your contractor exam with Pearson VUE. So I'm going to go through the easy steps. I'm going to take you to the website and just go step by step on how to do that initial registration. Why is that initial registration important? It is super duper important because without those identification code that they need to send to you, you're not able to schedule your exams on Pearson VUE. So in order to go onto the Pearson VUE website, they will ask you for that code that you receive from the licensing department. So it's super important that you have that first. Okay, even if you just started your classes, you just started your studying, probably didn't start your studying, probably didn't get any books yet, this initial registration have to happen. Okay, so yay, your girl here from Construct Her Success will be taking you through the process. So buckle down and pay attention. You don't want to miss a step because I am going to pause at a particular step that is very important for you, and I'll explain why that part is important when I go through it.
Okay, so first thing first, you want to make sure that you type in floridaexam.com. You will know that you're on the right page. On the top, it will say Florida Department of Business and Professional, DBPR. So that's what you'll see there. So, and there you'll know you're on the right page. Then moving along to the next step, you want to hit continue. So the first option, you have three options there. You want to hit the first one. Once you hit the first one, here you're going to proceed to create an account. And here's where you register. And if you're registering for the first time, you just go ahead and fill out your personal detail. On that page, they need your name, address, phone number, email, and make sure that everything you enter matches your government ID, because this is how they verify you on the exam day. Super duper important. Now, once you fill out all the information, make sure that they match, then it will move you on to step number 3. Step number 3 is where you choose your exam type. So after you log into the schedule and exam section, you'll see a list. Now you will need, so this is the part where I say it's going to get very important, because the reason why I say this is important is because you have to make sure that you select the right exams. What I usually tell people, if you have the intention to apply for the building contractor license or the residential contractor license, I usually encourage people to still take the general contractor license. So you can see here where I checked off. The first one is the building. The second one is the general / specialty or the residential. But if you have in mind to still apply because you don't have the experience and you just want to apply for the residential or the building, I always suggest still select the general contract and take that exam. The reason why I encourage that, because in the future when you do gain those experience and you want to upgrade your license, you don't have to take that test again. So that's just a little tips or advice from me. Now moving along to the next section, here you want to go ahead and fill out your address and just all the information that it's asking for there. You want to fill those out and make sure, again, it does match what's on your identification. And in the next section coming up, after you fill this information out, you will need to select the 3 separate parts of exams. So whether you select the general contractor, the building contractor, or the residential contractor, you still need to take the business and finance, the contract administration, and the project management. The only difference within the license is the amount of questions on the test. So on that page, you'll be able to select your business and finance. You see the fee next to it, I believe. The contract administration, you also see the fee next to it in the project management. Once you select those, then um, you move on to step 4. So for the next step, you're going to go ahead and select the fees. Now, remember, there's an initial fee that you have to pay. This fee doesn't include what you pay for each test, but it's $135 that you have to pay for this initial registration. And then for each test, when you do schedule with Pearson VUE, you have to pay those separate amounts. Once you go ahead and select the fees, you're just going to go ahead and move along and put in your credit card information and make that final payment. Once you submit that final payment, you will get a receipt sent to your email. And at that point, you'll be able to confirm that you did put the right email in there, because there's a page also where you have to confirm the email. And that's very important because they do communicate with you quicker through email. And that initial code that they need to send you to be able to register for your exam, to choose a date, you'll need that code, and they send those through your email. So this is the registration process, step by step, in a nutshell.
Okay, so in a nutshell, that's the information you need. Let me know if you have any question. Place your question in the comments below. The next video that I will be posting is after you do that initial registration and get your code, how to register it, how to choose your dates. I know a lot of people have trouble with finding a date. So there are Pearson VUEs all over the place, all over the states. And some people drive 2 hours, 3 hours to go take their test. But there are ways that you can find dates close by, like 20 minutes, 15 minutes away from you. So we'll talk about that in the next video. Hopefully this was a help to someone. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed to Construct Her Success, go ahead and do so. Share this video. Somebody you know might need it. And thank you. Thank you again for joining in. We're here together to build each other's success, one blueprint at a time. See you on the next video.